Marie-Françoise Thérèse Martin, the future Sainte Thérèse of Lisieux, was born on January 2, 1873, in Alençon, France. This small town, known for its lace-making, was where her story began. She was the youngest of 9 children, but sadly only 5 of her brothers and sisters lived past being babies. The Martin family faced many hardships, but their faith kept them strong. Thérèse's family loved God very much. They prayed together daily and attended Mass regularly, instilling deep religious values in their children. Her parents, Louis and Zélie Martin, both wanted to dedicate their lives to the church. Although they couldn't join religious orders, they lived their faith through their family. They showed their faith strongly in their family life, creating a home filled with love, prayer, and devotion. Thérèse's childhood had happy times and sad times. She experienced the joys of playing with her siblings and the simple pleasures of nature. She loved playing with her sisters and enjoyed the beautiful world around her. The bond she shared with her siblings was very special. But when Thérèse was only 4, something terrible happened. Her dear mother, Zélie, fell seriously ill. Zélie died from breast cancer, leaving a profound void in the family. This loss deeply affected young Thérèse. This made young Thérèse very sad. She became more sensitive and emotional, often crying easily. Her older sister, Pauline, became like a second mum to her, providing comfort and guidance during this difficult time. In 1877, the Martin family moved to Lisieux for a new beginning. This move marked a new chapter in their lives. It was there in Lisieux that Thérèse would grow into the saint she was meant to be, finding her path and purpose in life. Even as a young girl, Thérèse felt a strong pull towards a life dedicated to God. Her heart was filled with a deep longing to serve and devote herself entirely to a higher purpose. She was drawn to the quiet life of the Carmelite nuns, who lived in serene contemplation and prayer. These nuns lived a life of prayer and sacrifice, away from the busy world. Their dedication and simplicity inspired Thérèse deeply. Thérèse really wanted to join them and give her life to God. She felt a calling that she couldn't ignore. At 15, Thérèse asked her dad if she could enter the Carmelite monastery in Lisieux. Her father, understanding her deep desire, supported her decision. He said yes, but the head nun thought she was too young. The head nun's concern was that Thérèse might not be ready for such a demanding life. Thérèse didn't give up. She traveled all the way to Rome with her dad and sister Céline to ask Pope Leo XIII for permission. This journey was a testament to her determination. The Pope listened carefully to Thérèse. He was moved by her sincerity and passion. He told her that if God wanted it, she would enter the Carmel. His words gave her a glimmer of hope. This gave Thérèse a lot of hope. She felt reassured and more determined than ever. A few months later, she got permission to join the monastery. Her dream was finally coming true. On April 9, 1888, at just 15 years old, Thérèse entered the Carmelite monastery in Lisieux. It was the beginning of a new chapter in her life. She was so happy to start her life serving Jesus. Her heart was filled with joy and peace as she embraced her new path. Inside the Carmel, Saint Thérèse developed her little way of being holy, a path that was both simple and profound. She realized that being holy wasn't just for priests and nuns, but for everyone, regardless of their station in life. Anyone could become a saint by doing even small things with love for God, transforming ordinary actions into acts of devotion. Thérèse chose to be humble and live simply, finding joy in the mundane and the routine. She saw every chore, no matter how small, as a way to make God happy, infusing her daily tasks with spiritual significance. She did her work carefully and with love, always trying to do what God wanted, no matter how insignificant the task seemed. She believed that loving others was the most important thing, and that this love should be evident in every interaction. Thérèse's little way spoke to people from all walks of life, offering a path to holiness that was accessible to everyone. Her way of living was easy to understand and follow, making it possible for anyone to incorporate her teachings into their daily lives. She taught that being holy wasn't about big, showy things, but about being faithful in everyday life, in the small, often overlooked moments. She showed that even a normal life could be changed by love, turning the ordinary into something extraordinary. While living as a Carmelite nun, Thérèse started writing a book about her life called Story of a Soul. This book became very famous, touching the hearts of many people around the world. In her book, Thérèse shared her own journey of faith and spiritual growth. She wrote honestly, talking about her hard times and good times. She wrote about her childhood, wanting to be a nun, and how she developed the little way. Her writing was simple but powerful, resonating deeply with readers. Story of a Soul became very popular after it was published in 1898. People loved Thérèse's honesty, humility, and deep love for God. Her words gave comfort, inspiration, and guidance to many people, becoming a beacon of hope. Saint Thérèse of Lisieux died from tuberculosis on September 30th, 1897, when she was only 24 years old. Her last words were, "My God, I love you," spoken with deep faith. She was very brave during her sickness and kept her faith strong, offering her suffering to help others in need. Thérèse was made a saint by Pope Pius VI in 1925, a significant event. She became known as the Little Flower of Jesus, a symbol of purity, humility, and love for all. Her little way continues to inspire people of all religions and backgrounds. Saint Thérèse teaches us that anyone can be holy regardless of their circumstances. By living simply, being humble, and loving others every day, we can follow her beautiful example. Let's try to live each day with the same simple faith and love that she showed us throughout her life.